Shalom, Yasharahla, Shalom, HaQatazah from the sons of Israel. Come back with your lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahawah, Hasham Yahawashi, Hasham Qadash, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, halalyam, hawad wa Kabad, la Yahawah, Hasham Hamashiach Yahawashi, Hasham HaQatazah. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salakia, peace, blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel, who push in his truth, diligence, in sincerity and in truth, and to the Aqua for listening and learning. To you all, I say Shalom wa Barak. This lesson will be about serve only Yahawah, okay, or serve Yahawah only. Serve only the Most High, man. Okay, because the point of time, the time will come in your life, man, when you need to decide between the world and Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, okay? Or rather said, right now we're in the end game, man. You need to decide right now, man. And rather you live your life right now up, or you gonna serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, that you can save yourself, that you can get salvation, man. Right now it's either truth or death, man. We have no time to play around anymore, man. We see prophecies left and right fulfilling everywhere, okay? We got no time to play around anymore. Right now it's high time to wake out of sleep, and right now it's the time to serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi 100%, man. Okay, to the best of your ability, man. Really, first, because when you have too much business, man, you won't grow in the truth. Okay, let's first go to the book of Barak. Salakia. Let me just real quick look for the Barak, also known as Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, verse 24, and it says, "The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure." Okay, so it says the wisdom that you got, okay, of a learned man, of a man that is learned, that has wisdom and understanding, okay, cometh by opportunity, comes through the chance, okay, of peace, you understand, of your free time. Because when you have free time, so like, let's real quick look up the definition of so like here, definition English. Bear with me 1 second, because to get the best understanding. The time when one is not working or occupied, free time. So leisure is your free time, man, and the opportunity of your free time, the wisdom gonna come. What does that mean, man? When you have too much business, you won't grow in the truth. When you have too much business, you won't get salvation, man. And he that has little business, okay, little stuff to do, little little stuff on your back, little job and shit, shall become wise, man. You will become wise if you have a little business. Because why? Because when you have a little business, which means you have a job, with that you only can survive. You have not, a job where you work all the damn time, all the day long. For example, you start working from 8 o'clock till, I don't know, 1700 or 1800, man. This is the thing, man. When you have a too big job, because you want much money to have a good life in this world, man. You have too much business, because what happens? Imagine you have a family. You're working from 8 o'clock, or we say like from 9 o'clock till 1800. Then you have then you have your children. Then you have your wife, and your wife is always barking. She wanna spend time with you and shit. When do you have time for the truth, man? On the weekend, when your wife and your children wanna do something with you. When you have time, man, you need to have a little business, man. You understand? To grow in the truth. So only serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, because when you want to serve the most high in the world, you're gonna fall, man. You need to decide for who you're gonna go 100. Whether you go 100 for the most high or for the world. Because when you go 50-50 for both, man, the Most High gonna destroy you, you understand? Because you need to have little business. You need to have, you need to understand that you can't have that big job, because the big job gonna lead you into destruction. Because what happens when you have a big job? You want to get a higher rank in your job, for example. You go in 100 for this job, you're working the whole day, then you take some work with you at home, then you're constantly thinking about the work of your job, you know, instead of thinking of the real work, you know. So it pulls you away from the truth, man. You understand? And in the end times where we're in right now, man, it's gonna be even harder, man. Right now we need to have faith and shit, you know. And if you don't have it, man, you're gonna fall and die, man. You need to have a little business. I understand there's some Akim, man. They need to do this job to survive or shit, you know, because the rent is too high, or they have some problems, you know. But ultimately, the Most High gonna see all the things that you do. You understand? And the thing is, there's a certain point in your life where you need to decide whether it's the truth or death, man. You need to decide if you're going for Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, or 100% for the world. You can't serve God and Mammon, man. We go later on into it, okay? Hey, you need to serve Yahawah. You only need to serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi with diligence and sincerity, man. With faith, okay? And 100%. Now we go to the book of Joshua. Of course you need to have a job, but why do you need a job where you get 5K instead of having a job where you get maybe 2K or 1.5K that you can survive, like, you know, that you have your housing, that you can a little bit provide for your family, that you provide for your family, that you have food in the house, and that's it, man. Why do you need to have a job where you can live so-called your life up, man? Even though this life is nothing, man. It's just wicked and destruction, man. Joshua 24:14. And it says, now therefore fear Yahawah. So fear Yahawah. Because what is the fear of Yahawah? The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of knowledge. Roughly paraphrasing. And serve him in sincerity and in truth, man. Serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi in sincerity and in truth. How do you do that? If you put the Most High first, before everything, man. Okay? And put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood. So put away this money, these false gods, man. Islam, Christianity and shit, man. And in Egypt, and serve ye Yahawah. So you need to decide, man. Either Yahawah or these other gods. Verse 15. And if it seems evil unto you to serve Yahawah. So if it feels bad for you to serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, to follow his laws, statutes, commandments, to do the work, to go in the highest night to preach, to read, to study, to pray, to fast, man. If this seems evil to you, choose you this day whom you will serve. So decide what you're going to serve, man. Whether Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi or this world, or these other false gods, man. Or Christianity, where you can do shit and at the end say, please God, forgive me, please. I know I did wrong. I'm going to do it tomorrow again, but please forgive me tomorrow again, okay? Please forgive me. You can do that shit, or you're going to go 100 for the truth, man. For Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites. Okay, so the other false gods, man, these false idols, man. So like Islam, Christianity, Buddha, and shit, man. Okay, all that shit. In whose land ye dwell. You see, we dwell in the land of, right now, is ruled by these so-called white men, by these Edomites, man. We dwell in the land. So what are they worshiping right now? So-called white Jesus, man. Okay, Islam, Buddha, all of these false doctrines, man, they're worshiping it. So you need to decide. Okay, but as for me and my house, we will serve Yahawah. So you need to decide. Either you serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi or these false idols, man. Decide, man. If it seems evil to you to follow the law, statutes, commandments, if it seems evil to you to keep the Sabbath, to not sharp up your beard, to eat no swine, to not eat swine, halalyam, to what can I say too? To don't get tattoos, to go in the highways and just preach, to study to show yourself approved, to grow in the truth. If it seems evil to you, man, go to these false idols, man. And we have no time to be lukewarm. Okay? We don't have no time to be medium. We need to be 100% in or 100% out, man. Decide for this shit. We're in the end times right now. Okay, now we go to the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29. And it says, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God, Yahawah, rather than men. We ought to serve Yahawah rather than men. Hey, we serve Yahawah to the best of our ability in this fucking wickedest captivity, man. Do it, man. Don't say it, only do it. Okay, Matthew 6 verse 24. Prime example for you. Okay, and it says, for you lukewarm jakes, for your healthways, for your healthway jakes, okay, who are not going 100% for the Most High, and they go 50-50 for both sides, for the righteous and for the wicked. And it says, Matthew 6 and 24, and it says, no man can serve two masters. What does that mean? You can't serve two masters, man. The one master is Yahawah, the other master is the so-called world. For either he will hate the one, okay, and love the other. So what does that mean? You will love Yahawah, you love it to be in the word, okay? You love it to do the work, or the other way around. You love it to be in the world, to be partying, to lust after women, and you hate the work of Yahawah, like it says in Joshua 24:14-15. You need to decide, man. Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Or you're going to hold to the one and you will hate the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. You can serve Yahawah and the money. Because in the Bible dictionary, when you look up mammon, it means money. So you need to decide if you serve Yahawah or the money or the world. Decide. Either you go 100% for Yahawah or 100% for the world. You can't serve both. You need to go 100% for one side, man. And I say to you, man, go the way of Yahawah, because it's either truth or death. It's either serving Yahawah 100% to the best of your ability, or you're serving the world, which means death, man. Okay? So get ready, man. We're in the end game right now. Now it's Jeremiah 17:7. And it says, blessed is the man that trusted in Yahawah. So what does that mean? You are blessed, man. What happens if you're struggling and pray to the Most High in faith? The struggle gone away. What happens if you so-called sick and praying to the Most High in faith? Okay, maybe even in the Lashon Qadash in the Hebrew, okay, it goes away. What happens if you have faith in the Most High, man? If you trust in the Most High, if you fear Him, you blessed, man, in every fucking way, man, in every way. And whose hope Yahawah is, and whose hope Yahawah is. Hey, we have only hope and faith in this world, man. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, roughly paraphrasing Hebrews 11:1. So, hey, we got only faith in this world, man. And the Most High is blessing us, man. The Most High is blessing us left and right with everything, man. You know, worst fucking situation what these Edomites can think of, and you deliver out of it like this, like in the blink of an eye through the Most High, man. Because for the point in your life gonna come where you need to decide between your family and the world, family and the truth. For example, your wife is saying, I can't handle that shit. You're always too angry. You're always in the streets shouting on people and shit. Okay? And she said, let it go and stay with us, or do it and leave us. You need to decide, man. I hope you do the right thing to serve Yahawah and fuck that. Because according to Matthew 19:29, it says, if you have, roughly paraphrasing, if you have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters, so if you've forsaken all these things, for Yahawah's sake, Salakia, you're gonna get 100-fold back, man. You understand? So decide between Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi and the world, man. Okay? Because and then another prime example is you in a job, and the job through the videos, or they saw you in preaching, they say, hey, we kicked you out. They kick you out because of the truth. You're saying like, so what? You bold in the Most High, you bold is lying, you have trust in the Most High, because bold just means trust. Okay? You trusted in the Most High, like it says, the righteous are bold as lion, Proverbs 28:1, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? We are bold as a lion in the Most High, man. And then through that, you lost your job, but you have still faith. So you kicked out of your housing, you still have faith. Faith out of nowhere, you get a new job, which is better paid, and you have even Salaki, you have you better paid, and you have even less time, man. You understand? Imagine you had it like every hour you get like $8 out of nowhere you get $12 an hour, $4 more, and then you have a new housing for the half of the money from before, man. So you got the Most High blessed you. Simply, the Most High blessed you because you trusted in Him, because you had hope in Him, man. Okay. So hope in the Most High, serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, trust in Him, and trust not in the world, man. The world is folly and wicked and destruction, straight up. Psalms 34:7, another prime example what the Most High is doing for us. Just a little example again. Psalms 34:7, and the angel of Yahawah encamped round about them that fear Him. So the angels around us, they protecting us and delivered them, and they delivering us from the worst situations. They get us out of that shit through the supreme power of Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, man. Verse 8, oh, taste and see that Yahawah is good. Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi is good, man. Taste it and see it, man. Blessed is the man that trusts in Him. Again, blessed are you that trust in Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, that put their trust 100% in the Most High, man. They follow the Most High to the best of your ability, rather than the world, man, who said, fuck the money. You believe in the Most High prophecy. You believe in that Yahawah has come back to destroy this wicked planet, man. Blessed are you, man. Blessed are we, man. They're doing that. Putting their lives on the line, trusting the Most High, man. Blessed are we. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, call halalyam, hawad wa Kabad, la Yahawah, wa Yahawah ba Hashem HaRawchaa, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawah, Salakia, ba Hashem HaRawchaa, Kwam Yasharahla, Yasharahla, Yakal al HaQatazah Yasharahla, Yahawah ba Hashem HaMashiach Yahawah, ba Hashem HaRawchaa, Barakatam wa Shalom. And do Salakia, and do unto the end, like I said, Yakal al HaQatazah, which means endure unto the end. Yasharahla, Israel, okay? Endure, have faith in the Most High, because you blessed, man. You are blessed because the Most High blessed with the spirit to believe in Him, to have faith in Him, man. Because other nations don't have it, and only serve Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi, man. Our Creator, our everything, man. Shalom wa barakatam.